What's going on, Atlanta Falcon fans, man? Y'all know who it is. It's your boy, Antoine Smith coming back with another video, man. I have a fan question. Y'all know I love my fan question. I tell y'all all the time. Drop those questions in comments. And also, if your question makes for a great video, I will consider it and talk about it. But one of my biggest supporters on the channel, man, Miss Drea Mack, she wanted to know this. Quick question for you. Don't know if it's content worthy, but we keep hearing that this is a win now team. I heard it and thought the same thing last year. What do you think makes this team equipped to make a deep playoff run? Or for that matter, making the playoffs at all? This is a great question, man. And thank you for that question, Miss Drea. And thank you for always being generous on the channel. Uh, this is really not a hard question. The reason why I keep saying this is a win now team. Win now teams to me are teams that are probably one player to one coach away, vice versa, or they have the right chemistry in the right parts at the right place at the right time. Let me break it down just a little bit more. We changed coaches in the offseason. The Falcons did. Raheem Morris and his staff out. You implement Todd Kevin Kevin Stefanski. I'm sorry, Kevin Stefanski. His coaching staff. Raheem Morris, where he to me hung himself. Should I just say hung himself? Um, I think part of the problem with Raheem Morris' staff, he didn't have enough experience on the staff. This is where Kevin Stefanski went in, did his homework, and he did the complete opposite. As my boy A1 said, he thinks Raheem was trying to build a coaching tree and start a coaching tree. But you got to get your feet implemented first. Kevin Stefanski has been a quarterback coach for most of his career in the NFL going back 20 years. This is the biggest deficiency that the Falcons have had probably since Matt Ryan left about 5 years ago. So you plug in a guy like a Kevin Stefanski who went to the playoffs in his very first season in Cleveland, 11-6, turned Baker Mayfield around, and now we see what Baker Mayfield has become in Tampa. But to add on to that, not only that, the Falcons have had quarterback purgatory as well. They drafted Mike Penix a couple of years ago at number 8. He didn't develop like we hoped under Raheem Morris and that staff. Why? Because Zach Robinson was a first-time coordinator that really, in those 2 years, the only time he succeeded was because Kirk Cousins was under center, and no pun intended, and because, how should I say this? Kirk Cousins helped Zach Robinson get to where he is right now because he's a veteran quarterback, reached the field well, he goes back, gives the information to Zach, and then Zach processes it, and hey, oh, I see it. But as a coach, if you've been a coach for a while, certain things that you should not be doing. Clock management shouldn't be a problem. How should I say it? Clutch plays, plays in clutch time shouldn't be a problem. When you're on the drive, rhythm is everything. And this is one thing I think Kevin Stefanski is trying to glue into this team right now while he's constructing it. And knowing that he has guys like Tommy Reese, who was an offensive coordinator / tight ends coach in Cleveland with him, and to me that helps Kyle Pitts. He's a play action run type guy. And let me break that down a little bit. He loves to play action. It converts to the run. If it opens up the run game, the play action opens up. Then you hit big plays downfield, whether it's short, long, or medium. And I think that's how you get your offensive rhythm. But another reason why I say this is a win now team. We look at this team as far as defense. And I didn't even talk about Bijan Robinson because he's going to do his own thing. And I know y'all saying that. But we have the weapons on offense. I really don't have to discuss that part. It's all about, what the offensive staff can do as far as timing and rhythm and, play calling during the game. That's all. So I think with what they have on offense as far as coaches, and Alex Van Pelt, the quarterback coach, is the biggest factor in that. Because he, too, can also help those two quarterbacks and Tua and Penix do their job efficiently enough to help this team along. And we're going to probably be heavy on the run game for a while until these quarterbacks get to where they're comfortable. So in that aspect, um, I just think it's just something that you have to keep in mind. But as I was saying, defensively, this is where I think the team should build their identity because they've built a nice defensive unit over just the last 2 years. Starting last year, they got two bookends in Jalen Walker, James Pierce Jr., then and Quentin Dorless. The year before that, and they have a lot of young pieces. Divine Diablo is another piece nobody saw contributing right away. But you saw in that San Francisco game, once he went down, um, Falcons they fell apart. So they have a glue right there at the linebacker position, the middle linebacker, to quarterback the defense for that pass rush. Then you look on the back end of the secondary. You have Jesse Bates, who's going into his last year, but he's still one of the best safeties in the NFL. Then you draft and got a steal in Xavier Watts, who had 5 interceptions, tying the franchise record, Deion Sanders. So AJ Terrell, Avion Terrell, um, the cornerback room is still a little suspect until we actually see them hit the field. Mike Hughes, we know, Clark Phillips, Billy Bowman coming back from an injury. But with the pass rush that we had with 57 sacks last year, I think it could still make this secondary hold up. And I think those two bookend safeties in the back helps control everything in front of them and everything over the top of them. So AJ has help on one side, Avion or whoever else is going to be cornerback two. The nickel is going to get help from either these young rookies and Harold Perkins or Kendall Daniels in the pass game because both of those guys can cover well. Troy Anderson is coming back. Don't know how much he's going to contribute or he even makes the final 53. But that's neither here nor there. So the defensive side of the ball, I think they have enough on defense to make this the identity of the team, and I think he could push them over the top. You saw what they did. Had they had better offensive stats last year, this defense probably would have been top 5 in the NFL. But since at some point the offense started lacking and they started having to stay on the field longer, started giving up big plays because they were tired. But if you have a consistent offense with a strong run game and you can control the clock, that goes away. Now, another big point of my final point, special teams. These 3 phases of the game. Special teams is something that we struggled on for the last 2 to 3 years. Field goal kicking, missing key kicks. Field goal coverage last year was terrible, near the bottom of the league in return yards. And now you go out and get younger, faster players, and you go out and get draft guys and bring guys in that specialize in that. So when you bring in a guy that specializes in that, like Nick Foles, one of the most accurate kickers in the NFL history, that's what you need. Get the points when you can, when you need them, no matter if it's 50 or within. I think he can nail it. You go out and get a new punter. You pay him a boatload of money. He's has one of the strongest legs, accurate kicker, and that fixes that. But those 3 phases of the game is one reason why I think the Falcons are still a win now team and that window is still open. All this staff has to do is keep those quarterbacks consistent, keep Drake, keep Kyle, and keep those other receivers tuned in. We know what Bijan Robinson is going to do. If that play action start working, that opens up the run game. And we know, like last year, he can hit a home run just like that. But that's my thoughts. Y'all know what to do, man. Drop your comments and let me know what y'all think. This is still a win now team. And are they building something special in Atlanta? I think they are. So all we have to do is just sit back, enjoy the ride, and trust what's going on. This your boy Antoine Smith. Y'all know how I do it, man. Signing off. Don't forget to hype me up. Like, subscribe, and share this video. And I'll holler at y'all soon, man. Peace.